Hey everyone. You know how sometimes you think back and go, if only I'd done that differently?
Oh, definitely. Those little moments of hindsight.
Well, today we're going to look at exactly how English grammar lets us talk about those what if past scenarios. It's actually pretty cool.
It is. We're diving into what's called the third conditional. Sounds a bit technical, maybe,
Yeah, maybe a little.
but the idea behind it is super common. It's basically talking about things in the past that didn't happen
But
and imagining the result if they had, like a mental what-if machine.
a mental what if machine. I like that. Okay, so let's back up slightly. Conditional sentences in general are just if sentences, right?
Exactly, like if I win the lottery, I'll buy a boat. That's thinking about the future. Simple enough.
Right. But this third conditional thing is specifically about the past, about things that are already over and done with.
Precisely. It's for speculating about a past that couldn't happen because the conditions were different.
Okay. So how does this grammar actually, work? Can you give us a solid example?
Sure. Think about this. If I had studied harder, I would have passed the test.
Okay. So the reality is I didn't study hard enough and I didn't pass.
Exactly. You're looking back, regretting maybe, and imagining a different outcome based on a different past action.
Mm.
That's the core of the third conditional.
Makes sense. It's like you said, a different past, different result. So Uh, what's the formula? How do we build these sentences correctly?
It's a two-part structure. You have the if clause, and that uses the past perfect
All
tense.
right, the condition part.
And then the main clause, the result part, uses would have plus the past participle of the main verb.
Okay, let's break that down. Past perfect. Remind me.
Past perfect is pretty simple. It's just had followed by the past participle of the verb. Like had gone, had seen, had eaten.
So in the example, it was if I had studied. Got it.
Yep. That had signals we're talking about something before another point in the past or before the imagined result in this case.
Okay. And the second half, would have plus this past participle thing again.
Right. So the past participle is often the ed form for regular verbs like past, finished, worked, or it's irregular like gone, eaten, bought.
Ah, okay. So would have passed, would have gone, would have bought. That shows the hypothetical result.
Exactly. It shows the result that didn't happen but could have happened in that alternate past.
All right, let's try putting it all together with maybe another example.
Yeah.
How about if I had known about the meeting?
Okay, good start.
Mm.
If I had known, that's your past perfect condition. What's the imagined result?
Um, I would have been there. Or maybe I would have gone.
Perfect. If I had known about the meeting, I would have gone. It clearly says, I didn't know, so I didn't go. But I'm imagining the alternative.
Okay, I think I'm getting it. Let's test this. How about a fill in the blank? What grammar is this testing? If he had saved more money, he bought a car.
Ooh, good one. Well, you see the if he had saved,
Right.
right? Past perfect.
Yep, signals the condition.
So it's setting up a third conditional, and we need that second part, the hypothetical result structure.
Which was would have plus the past participle.
You got it. And the verb is buy. The past participle of buy is.
Bought.
Exactly. So if he had saved more money, he would have bought a car. Simple as that. Once you see the pattern, he didn't save, so no car.
Makes total sense. Okay, one more. Let's flip it. Blank in the first part this time. Ready?
Lay it on me.
If I'd known it was birthday, I would have gotten you a gift. What's missing there?
Okay, look at the second part. I would gotten you a gift. That's would have plus the past participle gotten.
Right, our result clause clue.
So that tells us the first part, the if clause, needs the past perfect tense for the verb know.
And past perfect is had plus the past participle, which for know is known.
Bingo. So it's had known.
The full sentence then. If I had known it was your birthday, I would have gotten you a gift. It really clicks when you break it down like that.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's all about imagining that parallel past timeline where things went just a little bit differently.
So basically, the third conditional is our go-to grammar for past regrets, or just exploring those what-if paths not taken.
Precisely. Analyzing past decisions,
Yeah.
thinking, oh, if I hadn't done X, then Y would have happened. It's very useful for that kind of reflection.
You called it a mental what-if machine earlier, but it's almost like a little grammar time machine, too.
Yeah, I suppose it is. A way to grammatically revisit the past and tweak the variables.
So cool. And the key, the absolute key, is just remembering that structure, isn't it?
It really is. Get that if plus past, perfect for the condition, and would have plus past participle for the result locked in, and you're set.
If I had known it was this straightforward, I would have learned it ages ago.
See? You're using it already. Perfectly.
Awesome. Well, that feels like a pretty good place to wrap up our look at the third conditional for today.
Yeah, hopefully that cleared things up for anyone listening who wasn't quite sure about it. It's a really useful bit of grammar.
Definitely. And hey, if you found this useful, if it helped click things into place, maybe do us a favor. Drop a comment below just saying, great! Seriously, it apparently helps other English learners find this deep dive.
Ah, the magic algorithms.
Yeah.
Please do. And if you still have questions about this or, anything else grammar-wise, just ask in the comments too.
Absolutely. We love hearing from you. And if you're new here, think about subscribing for more chats like this.
Yeah, definitely do. Well, thanks everyone for tuning in.
It was fun digging into this. Until next time, keep practicing and keep exploring.
Take care.